Leaders sounding the alarm for the potential of ice and snow threatening the Atlanta region. Our meteorologists are watching the storm closely, expected to arrive Friday, and the governor tonight instructing leaders to start preparing for the worst. Atlanta News First senior reporter Patrick Quinn joins us tonight along I-20 in Atlanta. Patrick, treating the roads, it is already a focus.
And tonight we learned that the governor has issued that crews will start treating these roads here along I-20 and north of I-20 starting on Thursday in Atlanta. They have issued a level 2 notice just this afternoon, which means they too will start treating Atlanta roads starting 1 a.m. on Thursday all the way to 1 p.m. on Thursday. If you've been in the Atlanta region for say 11 years or so, you know how buckled this region can get with snow and ice, and leaders right now, they're not taking any chances.
I would say that I am optimistically nervous.
Chris Stallings, director of Georgia's emergency management, told me it's not the snow that worries him come Friday, it's the increasing potential for ice across north and central Georgia.
I don't want to be the boy that cries wolf, so I try not to emphasize a storm. This storm is lining up, as we said earlier, to have the recipe for ice, simply because of how cold the ground is going to be leading into this event.
Snow and ice potential across metro Atlanta in January, a formula that for many of you brings flashbacks to 2014. The Snowmageddon that paralyzed the region with more than 1,000 car crashes, thousands more stalled on the interstate, and tens of millions of dollars in collective damage. Stallings was there. He said the state is light years more prepared.
Did we have a bad scene in 2014? Yeah, I was a trooper working it. I was out there trying to get folks out of it. So I lived it. I can tell you, I don't want to do that again.
The Georgia Department of Transportation told me they have nearly 2,000 employees on call to cover nearly 50,000 miles of interstate and state routes. With nearly 1.8 million gallons of brine, crews will start treating major state interstates, including I-20, on Thursday.
We are prepared. We are ready to help where needed.
Alicia Brown with Georgia Power said they too are watching the forecast and ready to respond to downed power lines and the increased threat of outages should the elements pack a punch.
We have continued to invest in our grid to make sure during times like these that we can get the power back on as quickly as possible.
And the preparation for Friday's weather event is really just beginning. Stallings told me that starting tomorrow and into Thursday, that's when they're going to be talking with schools to figure out which school districts potentially need to close on Friday or go remote. And also certainly they will be focused on the unhoused communities and the elderly population, making sure that there are backup generators in place should that ice and snow pack a punch. We're live tonight along I-20. Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.